On Remember Me Thursday, we shine a light on the importance of animal rescue, inspiring people all over the world to see the light. They'll find, as we have, that these amazing rescue pets can sometimes even come to our rescue, like in the case of Sandy, our 2020 Remember Me Thursday rescue pet hero.
He's been with me constantly. He's always right here. 11 years ago or 10 years ago, and he was a puppy. And he sat right here, he was like a good boy. And we said, we'll take him. I went out my front door, which I never go out, because I was going to trim my apple tree. And I slipped and fell on maybe the rug. Sandy came with me and he sat there. And we sat there for maybe an hour. And up the driveway comes Kurt.
It was another hot day like today. It was a Friday, and just going over to the resident's house, returning their containers. I noticed Sandy was outside of the property, which was unusual because she's always inside by the window, and she would bark at me a couple times, and she would run away over in a little corner, so that caught my attention. And she would come right back over to me, bark again, and then that's when I kind of noticed, like, hey, Sandy's trying to tell me something here.
Bless his heart, he listened to the dog. I said to Sandy, go get him. Sandy went and danced around him like he does, and finally talked him into coming over.
Because you could tell she was trying really hard to get my attention. She would bark, look to the side, run away, then she would come right back and bark again, like, hey, listen to me. So, very smart dog, very smart.
And they got me up, and I went in the same door I came out.
If it wasn't for Sandy, I don't know if I would have been able to see the resident there.
He knew something was wrong. Otherwise, he wouldn't have sat with me for an hour. But he did. And when I said, go get him, I don't say that very often. So he went and got him. Yeah, you did.
These incredible creatures don't only have the capacity to love their people, they also show an immense amount of compassion for other animals. This year, we're honoring another rescue pet hero, a special dog named Denver, whose bond with his sister allows her to live life to the fullest.
We were watching our local news station, and I saw these two beautiful puppies. They were all white. I was just mesmerized, and we were actually just starting to decide to adopt a new animal. As soon as I saw these two white dogs, they were Star and Denver, I just fell in love immediately. And part of it was because these two dogs had a bond. That Star is all deaf, 100% deaf, and mostly blind. And her brother and her had bonded in the litter of 7 in Louisiana. Helen Woodward brought them to San Diego to be adopted out. The bond that these two had was incredible. I right then knew that they were going to be part of our family.
He does open up the world to her to explore, and she's more than anxious to go out there and find it too.
I see it as that he makes the world safe for her. I think she feels safe. He wakes her up, and he keeps an eye on her at all times. The Star, they're bonded to where they're independent. We try to let them be independent when they want to, but yet they always know where each other is. Denver actually knows how to handle her. She barks, but he never barks at her. He seems to know that she's deaf. And what he does is he physically touches her. He goes and he'll just run into her and get her to start playing, and then they'll play and run, and he runs circles around her, but he teases her, and he stands behind the chair, and then he runs out at her and gets her, and then she'll run after him. But when these two came, it totally energized our lives. I mean, there is never a dull moment with these two.